Yes.
Okay.
What's up? What's up? Again, we are rolling without our knowledge.
Yeah. Say okay. Wait, let me confirm the questions first.
And this is don't know which episode, how many. Alright.
We have to go.
So, everybody, welcome to episode 9.
Wow.
This is the real episode 9.
Alright, yeah.
The previous one, which we say is episode 9, we bluff you.
Actually, that was
It's the last episode. That was 8. That was 8. We just 8.
So this is 9.
yeah.
Right, and today we have a good friend of mine and also a very avid watch enthusiast,
Yay.
Sean.
Yay.
Whom you might know as Sean, Iherng, Sean Tan, and property YouTube expert. So
Yeah.
thank you very much. I know you're very busy. Thank you for making the time to come and hang out with us.
It's like come back home like that. Really, like without this pod, right, I wouldn't be looking at I'm now admiring my own collection again.
Yeah, and for taking all your watches.
Oh, yeah.
It is all already.
No.
You didn't count before you came, right?
No.
He just took the whole box. You are
They just took one box
you
only.
won't know, right?
Just took one box only.
So if you are missing any when you go back, you won't know, right?
No lah. It's okay lah. It's a family, my family.
Say, actually, how did we meet? Do you remember?
You invited me to check out your condo.
All right, that's right. Because we were both guests on Yamcha sessions,
Yeah,
but different episode.
different episode. Yeah,
And then I remember I saw one episode where you talk about watches. One of the rare ones lah. Then I immediately texted Jonathan, "Oi, you better introduce me to this fella. He's a watch guy."
yeah.
Then he said, can.
That came up in his interview lah.
Huh?
Talking about watches, that came up in it. So that time I got in 14060M Submariner. So I got it at like this was like before COVID time. Then I got like my 40K subscriber for the channel.
After 40 years in the book.
No lah.
I cannot be so yeah. As long as you didn't pay 40K.
No. I pay way lower. So then I got that as a celebration thing.
Okay.
But then suddenly that was the moment like the prices all skyrocketed. Then people was telling me like how this is an asset and all. So then like then again I was
Were you skeptical?
I was in with the mindset of investment. Not appreciating at all.
Okay.
But then when you start to realize like
Investment but not appreciating. Yeah, what do you mean by that?
meaning like I didn't go in with the perspective that I love watches from a design point, from a gear, from engineering, from
So you went in with the norm. I mean, normally that's how people buy. They buy for investment.
Yeah.
But you say not appreciating.
no. So I was not a design first.
Okay.
I was the because I got into crypto at the same time. I got into
Understand.
all the virtual land kind of thing. So watches like automatically like put some in try lor.
Part of the diversification.
Yeah, so suddenly that got hooked up. So these are only investment if you could sell, ma.
Yeah.
If not, it's all expenses.
But so like properties, you I don't know lah. At least most of us don't take out a loan to buy them, right? You just one off you buy, you don't have a 30-year long relationship.
Actually, there's a format like if you get 81, right? You can swipe a card 0 installment on a watch.
Really?
Yeah.
Interestingly, that's a question that Chi Hong asked.
Alright.
Chi Hong is one of
Yeah.
you know Chi Hong, right? Yeah. So he was asking like ask Sean whether he would take a loan to buy a watch if you are very sure that the value is going to go up. Would you leverage a watch purchase?
If I'm disciplined enough in my finances, yes. But but as a watch enthusiast, it's very dangerous lah. Because there's never enough watches lah. So
Yeah, never ending, right?
so when it's never ending, right? So then it's very dangerous. And I think also if you don't use full cash on the acquisition, right, you won't appreciate it as much. Like I think I don't know like you all play microband a bit more, but when I start buying and like not so buy for the sake of buying only, that's the itch, right? Then you just like there's no romance to it, and I felt that the watch needs to be painful enough somewhat. Because like a lot of these watches, right? Really like.
What the hell did I do?
And then only like you will wear it. Ooh. Then funny thing, right? Watches brought like for those who know me as a property guy, like I went to Singapore for a seminar last week. Maybe 50 over people came. Half of it, right, was asking about the watch I wear.
Seriously?
Even in the airport. So I took the smaller flight, Celestas, Singapore to Subang.
Yeah.
Half the flight know me.
And they asked about your
They're like, hey, nice, bro. Nice, nice, Then I got into a lot of investor group because they like what I wear. And it's insane.
So it opens doors for you also. Yeah.
It was not the intent.
Not the intention, but it turns out that
Yeah.
it open doors.
Yeah, but if it's a danger if you think that with the intent of opening door, that's why I buy.
Yeah.
But the most people do,
Because
right?
my experience is never, it hasn't opened a single door.
Yeah.
In fact, it just closes doors so that I cannot buy other things.
So that is a very interesting like thing. Once you wear, like, you know, that's a watch enthusiast watch.
Yeah.
Not a
I think the sad thing is that a lot of people buy and then they expect people to know that I got new watch. But I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Actually, unless we are not okay, for me, I'm not YouTube star. Anything, right? Good office, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like, really, nobody knows.
I think that's the first reality
Only
check.
if you buy the famous one, like we always say, the Rolexes. And
Even then, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, as of now.
sometimes they say, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of different comments, but yeah. But yeah, nobody gives a shit sometimes. But the sad part is that because it's your new watch, that's why a lot of people like to post with the NWA, right? Because they want to know. But normally, I don't know. And
Yeah. So like as we were having a conversation just now, like I think there's an Excel sheet that some of my audience crazy sent to me, like all the collections that I have, and what's the time that I wore it, and the price of the current.
that's crazy. Somebody goes out of the way.
Then they
keep
track.
track of
Then they summarized it. You know, they like
Actually, this is a segue. I gotta ask it, right? Because like your brand, Sean Tan Iherng,
yeah,
is known to be the guy who struggled against the odds
yep,
and became successful by being sort of like, don't care what other people think, I just do and I just keep doing. And you are frugal. I mean, the stories that are still for me amazing is how you donate blood so that you can buy your next meal.
yeah,
You know, those kind of things. And now you are wearing nice watches, right? And I know you've told me this before, you find it very hard to talk about watches publicly.
yep,
Because it feels like you don't want people to think you are flexing,
yep,
right? And it doesn't gel with your brand.
yep.
So now we are on a watch.
all for you.
Let's talk this over.
Yeah.
Let's get this off your chest and clear the air.
So initially, like if I were to, when I was building a brand, automatically everybody thought I was selling properties. So whatever comments I make online was to push sales. That became a problem. So whatever biasness or you try to be justifiable online, that's the neutral brand, right?
Yeah.
While you are wearing a very expensive watch, it's very hard to believe.
Because people think there's a property that themselves and developers are paying.
Yeah. And you know where you get a watch,
Yeah.
right?
Pay you.
Who pay you?
Is this video paid? Right?
Yeah. So
You do definitely not paid.
This one, nobody. Yeah, you gotta pay people.
yeah, so that became one of the main challenges. Then the other one is I just discovered wealth then. So like this is like maybe the third year that I really made money. Before that, it's like really all the way. And the way now I celebrate my effort is that few seconds before I go to flight, look at it. That's my enjoyment already, because the whole day, right, once I wake up at 4 o'clock every day now, 3 to 4, and I will sleep at 10. Then every day,
10 o'clock is when my evening starts.
different life. That's why when I try to tell people like hustling to get all this, right, it's when you have it, then it's you already there.
Easy for you to say.
You to say, so But now lately the crowd that followed my work, now we have 26-year-old, 28 years old having 4-5 properties. Then they come to the podcast and share about their story. It's real, it's legit. So I became a little bit more comfortable now showing, and because like the official number is not out yet, but like the amount of portfolios of properties I have compared to this this is really nothing. So then I still don't enjoy life when you ask me to go vacation. I'm like
Waste time. Could have made another YouTube video.
yeah. So that's like how much when I say I come to this podcast, I'm like, what do people watch? Like, no. Then like, why you go? I like them.
Oh, lucky. I be worried. I want to light a cigarette.
No, but because a lot of people just try to justify their time too much. But to me, like when we say successful, I just cringe a bit. I perceive myself nowhere near success. Because like when you think like you have a double-digit portfolio of properties, right? Then everybody, but when I went to the recent UK trip, investors with 25, 30 international properties.
Yeah, there's always a bigger.
Then that's like,
Yeah.
wow.
There's always a higher mountain.
Then I'm like, look, should I get a property instead of this? So then like, because it's always, but just so happened that the hobby keeps money.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Luckily.
I saw.
Before
So far lah, even though the Rolex market dropped already, Patek and all that.
yeah.
It's still above retail.
Okay, yeah, it's still.
But like we all have how many Patek? Like 0. Like,
Let me count.
so like before we go into that market, then it's also that was the reluctance initially, but then like now I still wear them around because the ADs are actually watching.
Yes. So they want to make sure that they know you still have the watch.
No lah, I really enjoyed the watch. So they were like, hey, nice piece there on episode 291, something like that. Then like,
So you are more. I'm very happy to hear that you're more comfortable with it.
yeah, that's right. That wouldn't come.
The reality is wealth, right? It's something you can never hide on. You can never walk away from it. Yeah, because no matter what, and wealth is never, and success is never like a destination. There's no final end point one.
Yep.
Because it's a continuum, right? It just continues on. So like you have to come to terms with the fact that the moment you have some success and some wealth, doesn't matter what level.
Yep.
The moment you have some, there will always be people who say, you see, more money than brains.
Yeah.
It's just a natural thing.
Yep.
So the faster you get comfortable with it, faster you can enjoy the things that you have worked so
I
hard.
also feel sad, like if you buy, right, like a lot of stories of investors also, they buy pieces back in the 80s, all in the safe. For decades, didn't take out. My father, when he married, he put in, this is for me, then he put in the safe. Then I'm like, can I buy them? All the 5 series, all in series, 4 series, all in the safe. Then, I feel sad, like,
You shouldn't.
not for them.
It's a different, it's a different philosophy, man.
Yeah, also that like if you want to think about wealth preservation and all, then like, but I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
Like money.
But I mean, that's a completely different type of buying lah.
Yep.
Because they're not enthusiasts. They put all the watch on like nothing special. But to them, it's like buying property lah. Or like, like
It's just
buy
an
so
investment
much
tool lah.
property, you cannot stay in every property, right, man? You cannot enjoy the property.
Yep.
Similarly, you buy stock, how you going to enjoy the stock? No such thing, right? You're just looking at it as a long-term, steady investment.
Yep.
Right? And nothing wrong with that. I mean, whether or not we agree with that,
Yeah.
it's legitimate. It's just another way to buy watches.
Yeah. But then at some like now, like I'm buying. So this is the normal way I buy with the purpose of meeting Tan Sris and Datos.
Okay.
Like there was a moment of time like my weekly schedule is all omakase with VIPs, public listed, whatever lah, right?
Your life, my dream.
But I don't eat raw food. That's why like
Problem, bro.
yeah. So
Ask us to
go. Tapao back.
Eat on behalf.
Then if you I don't want these pieces to be like the
Too showy.
yeah.
But it's still a thing for you because I always thought like because the property, when you look at all those TikToks and those videos, they like to exude wealth, the Asians, right? They want to show like they have the most expensive pieces.
Yep.
They have whatever branded clothes and the Mercedes or whatever the cars they have. They like to show off that kind of stuff. But it's interesting to hear that,
Yeah, because I don't sell.
yeah.
Because I don't really care whether you buy or not. Because that has nothing to do with my wealth. And I think with that position, only then the review can be genuine. Like if I'm associated to whatever end results in the end of the day, it's very hard for me to tell the world that I'm being non-biased. It's very difficult to believe that lah. And like those people need you to believe.
And you said then there was the early start of your videos that had that problem, right?
Yeah. Everyone is like thinking, oh, you see his guy, another guy. Like
Because he's like,
now the other way is happening. That's why I'm more comfortable in wearing. So like I'm praising projects. And when they praise a little bit too much on the project that there's a stigma attached to it, everybody said that I'm paid when the developer don't even know I was there. So now the people has look beyond this. Yeah, so it's not that I don't want to dress up also because I don't really shop. Like every time I go and collect watches, right, the only shop that I'm comfortable walking in are the watch shops. Like until today, I haven't stepped into like luxury brands like LV or whatever. Like I just collect Cartier just now. I felt weird out. Can I wait outside? I wait outside one. I cannot wait inside because I feel I'm not here. I don't belong here. Although I can buy whatever inside lah. But the besides the fact that I don't feel comfortable.
yeah,
I think
associating.
so I think that needs time. But try to learn from you all.
throw us under the bus suddenly.
And it was like when you lost weight.
No, this is my wife's size.
When he lost weight,
But I lost weight lah. I lost.
Also, right?
I lost
fat,
15.
but you gain mass lah.
No, I lost 15 kgs.
Fat lah.
Fat or not, I think if fat, it should be more lah. But I thought I gained back muscle, so the
Oh, your net is
15
kg. Okay.
But now it's growing back.
Yeah.
you also have followers that like that, right?
Like what?
Like the fitness and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So like some people that give like very bad comments, like weird comments that
Yeah.
call them out.
So I used to do a lot of random meetups around wherever I am lah. So the latest one was UK. Then Singapore I had one. And the pair I really appreciate it, like very grateful for them. Like they are so into my life that they know I'm working out. So they give me gym equipments, they give me protein powders. They know I'm trying to cut, then this is for cutting. Then they give me cakes. Then I know like I don't like sugar, so they take the sugarless kind of cake.
Oh, nice, very thoughtful.
So these are, that's why the very weird thing about media is a lot of people like to go as viral as possible, but you get a lot of strangers judging you lah.
For sure, because you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
It's part of the whole thing lah. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure you're used to it by now, right?
Yeah, but the cool thing about the channel is people really know, and I really know who are they beyond the channel. And I guess I'm pretty confident that this one will grow also. But just that because of the entry level to these enjoyments are a little bit higher.
Alright. Which one the watches is?
Yeah. That's why not everybody gets to enjoy
I
them.
think there's many different entry levels. Of like something I just discussed. Micro brands were another great way to get into a brand without paying too much money. But the unfortunate thing is people's perception is always X amount because they are only interested in the more famous brands, right?
I thought about that a lot. Like before you get access to like Rolex or Omegas or whatever, right? You won't understand what I think like after you wear like 10, 20 Rolexes, then you say you don't like Rolexes, fine. Right? You have the right.
Yeah,
Don't come into the world like, oh, I don't have Rolexes. Is it because you cannot afford or because you couldn't get access to it?
right?
So that's like when this guy turned into full Cartier, like whoa.
Yeah.
Like I don't have enough pieces yet to really like say I don't like it.
Correct. I also have I mean, but people like to share. They maybe have one or two of the models, and then they say they like or don't like a particular brand, which I find it really strange because you have not spent enough time with all of this, and then of course is Instagram and social media is your own place. Can't comment lah. Like you throw out statements like, "Oh, this is the best watch," or "This is the best." When you only have like one or two.
Yeah.
And that's why I find it so hard for me personally to be single brand. Because I don't like everything from any one brand.
Yeah.
I don't like everything from that
that's
brand. I like that one, I like that one, I like that.
Yeah.
But the rest I don't like. How to be a single brand? I can't do it.
And that's the problem. Like,
And that's why I'm a slut lah. And then, a bit here, a bit.
You know why I can do it or not? Because not enough money.
That's true. That's very true.
but if like there's always a moment of time like okay, like cash out everything, right? Turn into one great piece.
Yeah, there's also another theory that we always in our time about mind.
Let's face it, it's never gonna happen. Right? Never gonna happen. You know, this would happen.
I think if it happens, we probably will regret lah. I don't know. At least for me lah. I think
so.
What?
You sure missed it.
Yeah, you'd be like, what did I just do, right? Then you're gonna try to get back the previous
variety.
Because I think for those line of people, there has been like, oh, when I get this,
I will be so happy.
then I will upgrade it by trading and straight away take out a new one already. So they will always leave with one.
Yeah, with Rolex, I think it's possible. With the rest of the brands, not so. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Really talking about collection now.
Yeah.
Because I have a question.
Yes.
You first,
Okay. Oops. So I think on your property podcast, you talk about this Kailan theory, right?
Yep.
So do you think that maybe you want to explain to some people that don't know what the Kailan theory, just in summary, but does it apply for me personally? I'm just wondering, does it apply to your collection strategy?
Okay. First of all, Kailan theory is where like suddenly I'm assigned to go to the market and get a Getty of Kailan.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know how much is a Getty, and I don't know how much is a Getty of Kailan.
You still don't know the price.
I still don't know.
Previously you said you didn't know, right?
So we have no chance to go buy Kailan as well. but I don't know how to cook at all. So how do you then make a decision on what to buy or make the entire decision process is why this is 580, why this is 380,
Yep.
why it is from Cameron, it is from Hong Kong, then this one organic, this one organic, then you make your informed decision. There's no right, no wrong, depending how much you have in the wallet lah. So and that applies to property as well. Unfortunately, it does not. When it comes to the biggest purchase of your life, unless you're buying private jets, right?
Or FB John.
FB John. Yes, or FB John. True.
That may be the biggest.
Yeah, so then why people don't apply that philosophy onto one of the greatest purchase of their life? Like then I shared with your survey also. So, and you are not the only one. That's why I came up with that theory where why are not people doing it? Why are people so emotional? Yes, yeah. And the sad fact is that internet is not as open last time. Not many people want to share information. They want to sell you stuff. That's why everybody while doing research kena sell. So that's the unfortunate truth lah. But now I hope that my work is affecting that a little bit more. So now people are making more informed decisions. So so everyone, when people tell me like, hey, I bought this, right? Was it an informed decision? Or it's a result of 22 properties that I went to?
Yep.
Then like, oh, okay.
Because like you went over 20, right? I think the big old guy went over like I think
I
previous one he went over like 40 or 50 before coming to a decision, right? His first
Yeah. So 40 or 50 to me, that was the method that I was brought up with. So like now I think I easily visit like 1,000. I visited this crib was like 4 years ago.
But strangely, like whether it's property or watches, people are still lazy, right? Because even like now for watches, I don't know, sometimes we get things like what to buy. Actually, we don't even know you. How will we know?
I'm sure you get a lot of questions on IG and all that. Can you recommend me?
Yeah,
What?
like if
You ask me,
got to go ask like what's my biggest pet peeve, right? In this collecting is like actually that's my biggest pet peeve. We're asking,
And that's the thing.
right?
So I think there's two ways. One is if you're looking from a investment money, dollar and cents kind of perspective.
Most of the time, right?
Yeah.
They expect you at the level of your expertise to
Yeah,
give them the golden goose. Or
Yeah.
To the investment.
Yeah. But that also can apply to watches. Like you want the money, the most money making one, we know which one,
Yeah.
right? But life is not all about dollar and cents, I want to stay inside. Then then it's whole different thing really. So that's why in my methodology, there's the intent first. Is it for own stay or is it for investment?
Yeah. I think you still cover that, right?
Yeah. So
It's similar to watches.
yeah. So just now when you say that the uncle's intention is to really make money, one.
Yeah.
I just chuck money aside, think that I lost the money, then 10 years later, something like that. So that, is he wrong? No. It's just a method of using the tool. But when you come to appreciation, you like red, you like purple, then so it's very difficult really. Oh, the purple is not purple enough. How to help you? Right.
So I mean, in that kind of chaos, you have that Kailan theory. But in your own personal collecting, because there's so many different perspectives of collecting, right? Everyone has a different perspective. Even the four of us here, each of us have our different ways of collecting. I mean, what is it for you?
I think first of all is when I have time. So this was meant to be an escape from my obsession of real
Not
estate.
so much time that you have.
Your obsession of what?
Real estate.
Oh, real estate.
So I was like,
To do something different.
just to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
You know, I know like almost everything already, but then just to keep it moving more, a bit, getting me excited again. But this became a whole different story lah.
Started with one and then
I started with one, then when you go deeper and deeper and deeper, that's why I did not go into all the, how I wish I have the time to go and mingle around other brands. But it's very dangerous lah. So that's why that also reflects in how I buy. I buy watches in like, so whether or not got access, whether or not is one and only. That's why I result to one and only pieces and limited access pieces. So like this one is like when I go there, he just opened the box. Oh, then this is a patina down one. So when you go vintage, this is one and only one. You won't get another one that looks like it. Fine, no need to compare lah. Compare also no point, right? Then this one is also new vintage one. Then like this one, it's you need a waiting list one. You can get already.
Cartier got them. So
Then that time I know you already lah. No, yeah, I know them already. Yeah. But waiting list is still hard lah. So they offered. Then okay. Then vintage pieces again, but this one got a bit angry with it.
Long story, this one.
Long story. Yeah, so the answer is no, it does not.
Yeah.
Because like if you say like 40,000, get a Rolex better or get a Grand Seiko better, based on what metric?
Yeah.
Right? If based on return, then it's obviously that one lah. But then based on appreciation of art, right? Less commercialized, more artisan kind of appreciation. Obvious.
Yep.
That's why they're not going. Then you were like, and once you buy, right, you will just justify yourself.
Yeah. I think it was a recent meme, right? The guy handing the money and say buy a new watch. He's talking to himself in the mirror at the end of the meme.
Yeah,
It's true, right?
Yeah,
Half the time we create justification to say why we need it. Actually, there's no need because at all time we have one piece more than enough.
Yeah.
Phone also can tell time.
Yeah, and it's not accurate one.
Yeah.
So I from what I'm hearing is quite scary. I'm scared for you. Because you're like, you got time, you got money, you see something, you just buy. But I know that's not you because you know you are careful with money and you make very careful decisions and all that, right? So is it just like an escape now that like, okay, this is not in terms of monetary value, it's not as significant as let's say one property. So you just like just play, but eventually you want to get serious and you have goals and you know or are you just going to like just enjoy whatever lah? Where are you heading?
I think when I say, I think I misrepresented. So
Okay.
before I sleep, like I think I spend like easily 2 hours on watch websites. Right?
Okay.
So when I'm editing, in the tabs, right, there will be a podcast and
Listening.
I will listen to podcast and I edit video. Right. So that's a very special ability that no one can understand. Then I when I take breaks, I look at watches.
Right.
So maybe like when you tell me this is 4,000, I know this is overpriced or not already.
Okay.
So like
You won't get cheated lah.
I'm too familiar. Like you tell me,
Inform lah, right?
this property is like 900 per square feet. I can tell this is overpriced or not. So I guess with that, then it becomes a very
Not so dangerous lah.
not so dangerous. But when it like come to this piece, right? Because like
Which is the Nomos,
which is the normal
Tangati.
Tetra,
Tetra, yes.
Tetra, then it's once you put it on, right? It's so normal in the screen, right? This was not the first choice also, but when I try it, right? Just wrap this up, lah.
Actually, I've not tried that.
Like it's so bland, it's so normal, but then the exposed case back also. Oof. Currently I wear this the most.
Because of the the perception that you don't want to come across like wearing the rest of the Rolex, or is it because of the feel, because of the case shape, or what is it?
Comfortable. It's not as flashy. First of all, then don't know. There's something about it that every day you just whine.
Strange, right? How this thing is when you go through so many different watches, and then it's the Nomos that speaks to you.
Yeah.
And you can't understand.
And it's like, again, like that is more dangerous because their price point, right, is so
so good.
competitive.
Yeah.
Right? You go to any micros, I can get so much guaranteed value here.
Their design are very unique.
Yeah. Then as an architectural student, I appreciate what Bauhaus movement is.
Yeah.
From the modernism era, they come out to this design school, then all languages, no fluff. Then you come up with such. And it's so angular. So I was debating this between Sandos.
Yeah. Which one? The current one? The modern one?
I think the one series ago one. I think it's the
Officially.
I think so. I forgot which one already. Then
I think there's only a few that in this question, right? The
Yeah.
Santos is one, the Nomos is one. The famous one is Tag Heuer, but the size is too big.
it's not Monaco.
The Monaco is too huge. Yeah, it's really big.
And you feel like so blend in. You to a moment like you forget. I forget that
When you walked in, I presume this is Hourglass, right? This is Nomos.
Yeah.
Right? So they had the Gardens Boutique.
Yeah.
So when you walked in, it was like you just casually browsing to WK's question earlier, or you just went in there, you just wanted to get something?
So how I deal with my money is I have a budget.
So say this month I'm going to spend.
So I have like it's not right lah. It's not right at all. But
Disclaimer.
because
it's right.
Don't try this at home.
but because I invest like almost 100% of what I have, right?
Okay.
Then I try to make more then. So that has been the principle all these years.
And it's been working now. So
So to an extent, like okay, like let's get something. Like this year, I didn't spend any money. Because like even these are sponsored, and like the whole everything I wear is sponsored now. Yeah. So like that I don't have an opportunity, and I don't like shopping one. So I only really go to just buy something that I like, right? And an audience asked in the plane. To an extent, right? Everybody, hi Sean in the plane, right? The stewardess also know that my name was Sean. Sean, I presume. Go yeah. So to the extent, right? Then, it's an escape, lor. Like the only thing that really
for now,
like
I think you caught something else.
dangerous. So like I caught this and NFTs at the same time.
It's two very, very different.
Yeah. So I don't judge.
Yeah.
So I just to go really into it first and come out, okay, what is it like? So that's why NFT was an escape, me buying some art, right? Then start my own project. Then I have an NFT following now. Now everybody asking for the next series really. Then lor. So
It just goes.
it just goes. So I don't know whether is this a problem. Like when I touch something that I find a bit chubby, very interesting, then I will go real deep.
Which I think is we all have this problem also, but
I think all watch people got this problem, right? This one like okay, je. Go in or cannot come out already. Yeah. So then, that's the. I don't know whether I'm answering a question because
Yeah, lah. I think he did lah. I think he did answer the question.
Yeah, I think by the
Yeah, I'm so distracted by my own watch.
Like we know this is like where we here for 30 minutes already. We know this is a very deep hobby for even editing videos, you're listening, the pricing like properties as this. So at this stage of your collection, right? We know it's more Rolex heavy as well.
Yeah.
That in generally Rolex collecting, a lot of people treat it as a new asset class. So to you, does the value really matters right now?
No leh. I look at it like good time. I keep looking at it. Oh, good time to buy. Good time to buy. Good time to buy. But after the UK trip, the down payments internationally standard right is 20% down. Only in Malaysia we have 0 down for properties. So that's the beauty of it. So like now I'm trying to get an apartment in Manchester. So it's like 60 to 70,000 pound. Then like, do I get an AP?
oh, that's what I say.
That's what you say.
Or other Patek, right?
Yeah. So like, why not both? Then the challenge is, why not both? How do I like do something to get that amount within this period of time? Then
Buy the
I'll go get the
property, get the cash back, then buy the EP.
No. But cashback only applies Malaysia.
Yeah, so how you make this type of decision? Yeah, how make this? Yeah.
Once you have a kid, then it's commitment lah, right?
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
sense of responsibility to spending lah. Like if I'm alone, right, gone case ah. If I'm single, right,
Gone really lah.
Gone.
I bought a few houses.
so like then it's an excuse also initially like, if I really need money, right? So there was a moment like 2 years ago I was signing Bangsar South unit. It was the HOC campaign. You don't need to pay anything, but then suddenly the developer said, oh no, we don't recognize that already. You signed past Christmas, so it's not valid. Then in exchange, like now you need to pay 180,000. Then like, do I cash out or to pay and own a property, right? That makes me like extra 2,500 a month. Do I want to make 1,500 extra a month, or do I want more or what? Just like, so, but then on the when we die, right, lying on the bed, right, will I regret not buying another extra property, or will I regret not being able to enjoy some of it? I think that was the tip a bit lah.
My guess lah is neither. You know, when it comes to the end, right?
Yeah.
The things that you regret will not be possessions. Will not be objects. In the true world, it's always going to be people.
Yes.
Yeah.
But between that two,
Yeah.
But I think if you're pitching it,
You want
yeah, like all people relationship, yeah.
at least you can still see on your wrist before you die, right? Then you can see how
why didn't I buy that?
turn on the chronograph to see how long you're going to last. Last few minutes.
That's why this is very I think
Because the property you cannot buy like wow, look at the Facebook picture or
because he has an obsession with property, and you also have an obsession for watches.
that's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah. How to, like maybe let's say like a royal home lah, maybe let's say 120,000. Just throw a ballpark number out there. You know this 120,000.
I buy it.
Yeah, how to jaga like 120,000 on my wrist was so happy for 4 to 5 years to 10 years. Maybe my kids' graduation can happy until then lah. Property
No
is,
maintenance fee, no service, no.
let's say like that lah. Yeah, let's say property. You to pay for your cukai tanah, all those stuff. You have your 35 years loan or maybe 70% loan or whatever. All this stuff. How to jaga the happiness?
So for property is pure investment for me. I rent where I stay one. So I don't have any romantic feels to property at all now lah. Until like
It's just an obsession of acquiring more for the portfolio.
yeah. So my goal is 25 properties.
Okay.
So now trying to get like some international ones to just gain knowledge and get why they buy and all. Then with that, meanwhile when I cannot say I cannot buy every year, but because this year also I buy a few already. Last time, yeah,
So WK is not buying watches this year.
cannot say all this kind of thing. Yeah, so it was meant to be like a buffer kind of thing. So when I buy one already, there needs to be a cooling period because even the loan mortgage will know what, hey, you are now heat already,
Correct.
hot already now,
Yeah.
chill. Then do what?
Why watch lor?
No, but watch enjoy a bit first. Meanwhile, doing all whatever. Lor. So ultimately, if it's beyond survival already, it's beyond whatever required already, right? Until it's a number, just another number in your bank account, right? Then I think it's time lor, to take some for enjoyment. But because we know that
This is where the disclaimer came in, right?
because when you say Royal Oak,
Yeah.
so different. The Royal Oak is like 1% of property within all the choices there. Like again, everyone thought that luxury watches all make money. No. Even Rolex all make money, not really.
No.
Right? No. So it's like maybe that 5% or 1% within the whole category of luxury watches. Property the same. So unless you have access to those will only really make money, Like for property, I am pretty confident I have access to those, right? But for watches, then I'm still working towards it. But if you have access to top tier 1%, confirm make money one. I take a loan, go and buy watches also possible.
So that Chihong, your question is answered.
Right? But confirm make money lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's no such thing lah. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right? Because switch to Rolex also like 3 years, like wow, nothing is bringing it down.
Yeah.
Come down also. So there's no guarantee.
Yep. So when it's maybe zero installment, then okay lah. Zero interest and
I think as of now, a few brands are
going through that.
going through the process to make luxury purchase as installments.
Actually,
Yeah, because then you must luxury taxes coming also, right? So even more so, it's so expensive to buy.
but after getting into watches, right, then only I know. I did tweet something today, which is like the more money I earn, right, the poorer I feel.
100%.
Right?
Yes.
Then like when you get into this world, right, wow, this is like your grill. Wow, then you look at others, what the hell? This is a fraction of his, right? Then like, okay, I work really hard, like go into that level. Oh shit, it's even bigger. The gap. So like we haven't even touched like you say AP, this is nothing.
But sometimes also, I think they take a step back and appreciate what you have. Also, this comes in, right?
Yeah.
Because if you compare,
very
there's never a ceiling. Personally, for me, I mean, I just heard the Green Needle, right? And Jason Heaton said that his grill watch is the James Bond. And I have that watch. So to me, it's humbling to hear that. It's like, oh, actually, I really should appreciate.
Yeah.
I have these people try to save up so long. That's why, I mean, to your point, if you compare, it's never ending.
Yeah lah. So then like, oh, this one, this is
But like what you say, your property is good. Like you have a goal 25 properties you can make a mixture of local and international assets.
yeah.
Therefore, your watches, I mean, like what you question, I don't know. Maybe you haven't quite reached that.
The problem is watches storage very easy.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like we say, death bed also can wear and pull out a few.
Yeah. And so I think it's your own balance. It's not, there's no such thing as balance, but it's your own. So I don't feel like when you tell me like if one of these gone missing, right, no feeling, man. That's why I wear every piece, right, to construction sites. Right?
Very keyword, no feeling. Later WK you have like things you want to think already about me. No feeling.
No, got feeling.
No, but it needs to be from a financial standpoint. You won't be crippled if you lose one of these pieces.
Oh, yeah lah. That's like people say you shouldn't buy the watch unless you can afford to buy 2 of it. But now if you cannot afford to buy 2, then don't.
Yeah. So 2, I think is
People will think installment.
yeah. So I think that's the wrong concept of luxury. So if you're buying this to look rich, right, that's so wrong.
Yeah, totally. Man.
Totally, sir.
I mean, like the key, I think, to watches, because you will lose money on some and you will make money on some, if everything goes well. If not, you will lose money on all.
Yeah.
Right. But the only thing that should keep you in the hobby is you have to find what you love about it. You know, and it's different for everybody. But there shouldn't be any judgment if what you love about the hobby is money.
Yep.
So
It means it's your money, but
gotta have something that you love, and not like, I'm into watches because I want to impress people, because that can only end badly.
Yeah.
And for you, I think it was quite interesting because the fact that you're saying that you're taking this out as because you're so busy with your work, escape. You don't say like this is my escape, right? I'm looking at watches because that's passionate. I look at it before I flight. This was my only time I get appreciate
Yeah.
what I.
So like throughout the whole flight, right, I'm just looking at my watch and
You sad fuck.
People don't know him like
yeah, like psycho. Yeah.
The fellow is damn sad, man.
Yeah.
Counting per minute how much he earned, what's wrong, right? Tell people what's wrong.
So, but
Oh yeah.
Property.
Oh, I just made another.
While we're looking, my 2 minutes has already cost me X amount.
no lah. But I think that's the. You know, I used to study engineering also. So knowing so many parts are designed to tell you a metric of time, right? Quite silly.
Okay, interesting. Alright, since we have covered a few pieces on so
on time.
we're doing great, doing great. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Sky Dweller. Yeah, I think it's the most shiny piece in the collection.
Yeah. And I was admiring it when you were wiping it with the cloth.
And it's the piece he has been holding the longest.
No, because I
Recently, thanks to a dancer, I quite like gold pieces. I'm buying a lot of gold watches.
I'm now considering full gold.
Yeah, man.
Well, go for it.
Oh,
For it.
Too and Harris dropped they did gold video yesterday. My God, the
yeah, sorry
the president in gold is like Jesus.
Yeah, so now I made an appointment yesterday, but public holiday on Thursday. So I was going to see
Rolex?
full gold blue Z.
Ooh, good choice.
Wow, that one very. The colors are very like woo.
Oh, really like, whoa, intense. I want to see how intense in real life. I didn't get to put it on.
Right.
But this one I got from an AD. I like it because it's
Was this a piece that you asked for and you got?
I purposely asked for this.
And you asked for two-tone.
Yes.
Okay.
So
What's the obsession with the two-tone?
it started with this.
Actually, it started with the S&G, the
Tudor,
Tudor, right?
yeah.
But then Explorer.
Yeah.
and this.
So the Tudor SNG first, then Tudor.
Was that also?
He quite epic.
That's good. We all love it. Because I'm starting.
Yeah, but they all also quite.
But I just had to ask because for the sake.
Yeah. So that the SNG came first, and again when I go there for the one that you had, the blue bay and black bay, bay blah, the black bay and blue. So I went there and see that one.
Yeah.
But then they were opening up this SNG. And got the SNG instead. Then I went there, I gave that to my brother. So I bought this one, another two-tone Explorer. Then I got a 16613 two-tone sub.
I don't see that actually.
So that one, one of my best friend look at it. Hey,
Sell me.
give me and
If,
then at the price I buy lah. But it was like 10-20% below market already.
Right.
I hustle through, use my connection, get it, then he take it lah.
Basket.
Then I got this so I got this call when I was flying a drone, and they gave me like 4 hours to reply whether I want it or not only. But instantly, but you have gotta try. Like if you're like a manual car lover, right? Wow, you can just tilt the gear, right? It's amazing.
it's the only complicated watch that Rolex makes.
And to an extent, right? Like now, like any other pieces, it's very hard to set the date. Not this one.
Oh, yo, tell me about it. The GMT.
Oh, this one is so convenient and it's so easy. So
And it's very clever the way they, they use the 12-hour markers for the months.
yeah, that unused space all this while, right? So it's and it's the least Rolex looking watch. Like very from
Really?
afar.
Yeah, I think.
Only people who know Rolex to a certain depth.
But the fluted bezel is quite recognizable.
No, like,
Actually, when people look at it, they will presume
don't Datejust.
it's a Datejust. Yeah, they will look at it and say it's a
Which
Datejust.
this is a Rolex.
Oh, it's heavy, you know.
Yeah,
it's heavy.
Nice.
So with big shoulders, it's convenient. Like I can pull off a
Very big on big.
tank. Yeah,
41.
this is a 42.
Oh, it's 42.
This is a 42. Yo, the green one looks amazing.
Yeah, the green one. Like,
And I love it.
the
also
white
because
gold.
It's kind of white
gold,
gold.
or you prefer the white gold, or you
I'll
prefer
give
the...
it, and eventually I will go white lah.
The range. And the little red indices.
And this one with daylight, right? Well, when I took out on the case, I put it on straight away from the AD. I walk out, I go eat char kway teow, right?
Well, you wear sunglasses.
Really? Like when you drive, right, the reflection. Oh, yo. My wife complained when we drive this. When
all the
No,
day,
then shine his eyes, shine your eyes.
I think every day just owner with a fluted vessel knows that that ring of light on the ceiling.
it's
So good.
and this
Chiong time to buy one.
Leong, bye, Chiong. Use your AD connection.
Yeah.
and with the
He's been wanting the Wimbledon damn long, right?
Yeah.
oh really
Yeah.
You know, Chi-Hong he wants the Wimbledon damn long. This guy, he wants a Rolex damn long.
I just want to get one from the AD. I couldn't care less which model.
but conveniently, because I like two tones and precious metal, right? These are less in demand pieces. It's slightly easier to get lah.
I think it's age lah. Appreciating two-tone and gold.
It's amazing lah. I mean, I really, really like this reference because of the mechanically what it is. You know, it's GMT, it's annual calendar, you know, it's like, and you would never know from looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I want to say stick, I'm okay with it. I'm okay.
Did you fund this with the sub, the two-tone? Because you sold it off to a friend.
No lah. So that one I would go and buy, buy Bitcoin, I think, the money. Then,
So is this like, sorry. No, I thought you were, no, continue.
oh,
I thought you were going somewhere else.
no. But
Where you gonna go? Ask.
yeah lah.
I'm also curious.
I just stuck in it. What you wanted to say?
Alamak, sorry man. No, I was going to ask you whether like, has this become one of your favorite pieces? What are your 3 favorite pieces?
Daily, like sometimes I switch a lot. It used to be this until my wife wanted it lah. That's why I
You have
resized
to
it.
do what you have to do.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. So definitely no most. I wear every day.
Yes, yeah.
Then I wear this a lot. I wear these two tones a lot because it's very easy to dress up, dress down. I go to gym with this.
Wow.
People don't know what is it.
Wow.
Oh.
Then I just throw in the gym bag. I just literally throw in the gym bag.
Which gym, ah? Hey.
All your followers see like, oh. If you all cannot see, it's a sky dweller that is trying to the gym.
So I don't know, like fanatics may not appreciate this about me, but I don't really love and protect my watches as much like that.
It's okay lah. I mean, as collectors,
That's why
we just wear it lah, right?
That's why when I go, like this curry was supposed to be all beat up.
Yeah.
But that's why I bought it. But now they polished it to
T.
yeah. But okay lah. I think with the bracelet I was slowly.
No lah, since you hate it, I'll take it off you lah, bro.
This can't fit your wrist. I think it fit our wrist pretty well.
So but yeah. So now
Try with the strap lah.
I think with the strap it will look.
it will feel like a Ducati.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it will look like a Dupont. I think your green one look. That's why I need your expertise. You're so good with straps.
No lah. It's personal one lah. Because like your white down, you can put anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
But because it's personal, I like your personal taste.
Oh.
It's like you lah.
Okay.
Have to.
Okay.
We need to go
This is
get
the
a robe.
But surprisingly, for this one, I thought I would wear a lot. This
This one Brandon's favorite.
but don't know why leh.
Explorer 2, which model is this? The T25.
This is a Y157 16570. But yeah, so this is with the creamy dull one from Japan one, 1994.
You used to wear that a lot. Right?
Yeah. I used to wear that a lot, but don't know why it just doesn't.
That's the thing lah. That's why I try my very best not to get attached to any watch. Now I know my taste will change. And when my taste change, I need to say, just sell lah. But if I have emotional attachment, then I'll be sitting on that watch for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, like I did last time, my first watch collection. Sit on the watches for 20 years until they have become worthless.
Yeah.
And then only I have the courage to sell
Yeah.
because they were all milestone watches.
Yeah.
Luckily, if they were like 80s and Pateks, It's good time
Then
to
it
see.
would have been different, right?
20 years is like, wow,
Yeah,
that's nice.
but they were not. They were like all Mont Blanc, Tag Heuer.
Like Nautilus or
Yeah. So like that's why now I realize actually it's sillier to put milestone to a watch.
Yep.
Because now I sold all the watches already. I still remember the milestone.
Yeah.
So what was the watch for?
Selling
You
off
know what I mean?
delivery, so selling off discarding.
No, like just a reminder only. Like it's easier to remember only. But like, I can't understand it. So like, this was very difficult to get, and it was
Difficult to get. Oh, okay.
that time lah. So because I just got
Difficult in the context of the model, difficult in the context of the patina.
patina.
Because it has patina, right?
Yeah. So you see, these two is a clear distinction of which one is not. But the condition also very. You see, all the bracelet is all
Nice. I think the one that we saw last time in MCOP, the patina was so strong, but the condition was like
beat up.
Terrible.
yeah,
The case the case.
beyond acceptable for us lah. Yeah.
But this one, a lot of people don't like because it's white down.
Yeah, I think for Chinese business,
Chinese bracelet, they
like,
like,
white down.
Pak Lo, wasting time. It's like in Hong Kong, especially, they came out with all these terms, right? Why the white Rolexes don't always sell well there? Because Pak Lo wasting time. But Hak Lo is also what? Doesn't mean anything. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
creating meanings for the sake of creating meanings.
yeah. So to me, like it looks cool lah. Like you on t-shirt and jeans.
That's why even the OP white, they only has the 2-year run for what? The value doesn't go up. But it's a 2-year run watch.
The value hasn't gone up. No, that was. Wow.
So would you sell this even if you don't wear it?
I'm considering now because of the channel also, like a lot of watch dealers are watching my channel. Because they also buy property, right? So then whenever I go to like new place in like Bukit Jalil or MCOP Mall like, hi Sean, like, oh no, my name, like Sean. Oh, I watch your channel, so which one you want to come for?
50% discount?
No lah, I wish, but I get friendlier services lah and prices lah. So
Being a local big influencer helps with purchases.
I think the niche was right.
Okay.
It does lah.
I'm sure it does.
But because of that also, I got these pieces lah. I got this. I watch YouTube. I don't know. But that's the worst. So that's a very cringy thing. Like people think like, oh, you don't know who am I? The fact that they don't know is
Because I
they don't.
That's sad, right? But I've seen like some some Insta celebrities.
Yeah.
They walk around pavilion like, wow,
expect people to know.
yeah, the expect people know that, but actually it's like,
But the fact, because I'm not that like, seriously, when you all think that I'm damn big, to me, right, I'm nowhere. I think I'm.
It's good to always be modest, but the reality is you are very well.
yeah. I mean, when I search property stuff, it appears, right? Like defect, example. Defect. The first thing I checked, I saw your video how to check defect.
In fact, that's exactly why I first reached out to him. I first reached out to Jonathan from Yamcha Sessions because I said like, oh, the fellow is a watch guy, you gotta introduce me, right? But nothing happened lah because like, everybody's busy, all that, right?
Yeah.
It was only when I got my letter from the condo to say, okay, vacant possession, now you need to do the inspection. I was like, how the fuck does that start? Then I watched his video, and then I thought like, hey, this fella should be always looking for property to shoot. So I said, hey, you come and teach me. At first, it wasn't even teach lah. At first, it was naive lah. You come and do the inspection for me lah. Then I realized,
No wonder you remember him, basket.
No. To me, like I always appreciate access to all condos one. Because when I started, right, I need to pay agents so that they can open the door for me to shoot.
Yeah, because you need content, ma.
So no owners opens their home. Hey, you come and judge my house, like,
it's damn weird.
who are you? Yeah, so I think because of that, the nature of like any audience who offer their unit, right, I'm very, very grateful. Right? And it's until now I still don't understand why. Like a lot of residents, like, oh, I have this luxury home, come and give your opinion on it.
I think they're looking for validation.
Yeah. It's like watches watches.
Yeah, and also like they're so proud of their house.
Yeah.
They want to show it off.
Mm-mm.
You know, and what better way to show it off than on the internet?
Yeah. So
Especially if the guy is you are going to say nice things about it.
so
Provided he say nice things.
Yeah.
but I would say that because I think like no watches are perfect one lah.
No.
Yeah, so that's why there's always good and bad. So I think that's everything to life lah.
I think there's a lot of influencer for watches also, you know. They say, oh, submit your photo of your watch to me. I will give you my opinion. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, a lot. There's Time by Raf, and there's a few who does this, you know. Submit, I already did, you know. Yeah, you submit, he give you shit rating, you also be song.
Yeah, man. That's damn weird, man. So they are offering to critique other people's watches.
Yeah, or positive lah, or say something positive lah.
Say something positive lah. Okay.
I think that was once the who did it, the Amsterdam vintage watches, they did it. Then people submitted their modern Rolexes, modern Batmans. Then he just says, submitting this trash to me.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, so realize
That's bad.
Aiyo. I almost got one of these, but
Yeah?
but you told me the maintenance was bad. The conditions was the variable, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, condition is important lah.
now he has it, he won't say that already.
No, but that time it's like true lah. So like if I got no time one, right? Got no time to really go and check and see, right? Then
But this one is very significant because it's the birth watch, right? Birth year watch.
from it.
is it a thing? Like, do you all have birth year watches?
No, I don't.
It's not.
I haven't come to the.
So it's
It
like
makes me feel good. If it's running well. If it's not running well, then to me a birthday watch means nothing. But if I have a birthday watch, I know it's as old as me and it's healthier than me. I really appreciate it.
then you got work to do lah.
Huh?
Then we need to keep up the 4 seconds with my watch. So what's next in the collecting? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you went through a different phase. You went through different price points. Are you going up market? Like, how are you going with the property? Are you going like for?
I did not go. Okay, what I wanted to got but didn't have stock was the pistachio bread link heritage series.
Yeah, we just saw it.
We lost stock.
Where?
Baksa.
We got offline. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yesterday also there was a interesting point where he made.
And that should be below retail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yes.
Got you.
Finally, Mywatchkaki got some use. So yeah,
You know why I didn't like really want to join in the Mywatchkaki?
huh?
Because it was like it was supposed to be an escape, right? But when your escape became too big, right, the whole chat dominates the whole day.
Perfectly understandable.
Like,
Now we try to escape also cannot. Like now
that's your life, really. Like, wow.
Yeah, WK always send me message. I want to create AI and me.
Because like when you when just now you said that the last 2 hours in the day before you go to sleep, you look at what
Yeah.
content, all that, and I'm thinking that's 18 hours of my day.
Yeah. Yeah, lor, so
imagine how much content he consumes.
and you guys keep sending, sharing and all, right? Non-stop trigger. So like the whole when look at property, then the trigger of watches.
People then
It's just training you, really, training you to ignore.
Yeah.
And
But
still
because you like it so much, right? It's very hard to not click into it and see. So I wanted to venture like Denson into Cartiers. But very hard to. But because of the experience, I think because of the experience, then
yeah.
Actually,
it's not indicative of
yes,
the whole
definitely,
Cartier
yeah, definitely.
And it's
But
a vintage piece requiring modern love, lah, right?
yeah.
Whereas
So,
if I think you like your Tank Solo Beat, you probably won't have this issue.
yep. Oh, yeah. It's like very. I wore this through the whole UK trip. Whoa. For people like, wow, you only wear one dressy watch, go everywhere. Yeah.
Influencer, mah.
Yeah, he say one, no, I say one. Then I think the pistachio one, that's one. Then now the prices of like
Why that model particularly?
because I tried.
Or you tried it like so you like the size or was it?
It's 39, but I
color lah, right?
cut the pistachio.
That
colour-
dial is beautiful.
Then like it's not it's a like a piece that you sure go and burn money on, right? But then it just like accidentally.
Yeah, if you get it below retail, alright.
Yeah. So that's one, and the next one I'm trying to get what's the 1908 Rolex.
Right, the
Dress.
Cellini replacement.
Don't know why. I think it's the what kind of the hour hand they call it really, the brigade. Is it the brigade?
The hour hand is the Mercedes simple dropout.
Kosong.
Oh, it's a
Lowest spec.
Rolex Cellini Kosong. Yeah.
There's a name for it. What is it? Oh,
Is that a name for it?
there is. I've got to watch but this year I'm like detuned from like too much Watch and Wonders content. I'm like, but yeah, the piece is nice. Have you asked for it?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I don't have time to text my 80 yet.
I think quite likely you can get
I think so.
if you ask for it. Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't think it will be very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not everybody will like it. The ones that do like it will be turned off by the price. Right? So I think your chances may be quite good.
So I thought of getting that, but then this needs to all wait a little bit until I sort out my UK one.
International probably.
Once that one is sorted out, then
So you buy or you think about your next watch just based on what you like, right? Don't care whether it's sports watch, dress watch, functional, not functional.
I like.
Right. Okay, same
If not,
for me lah.
if not everything else is too decision based, analytical based really. Anything in life, right? It's all based,
Calculated, right? So you need something that is more emotional.
yeah.
I totally can relate to that. Because everything else you plan, you strategize, whatever. With watches, for me, it's just like if I like it and I can afford it, I buy it.
Yeah.
And then if I don't like it, I sell.
Because if it's so analytical, this piece is famous for two-tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, this piece is supposed to be famous for two-tone, but I got the full steel. I like it. This is supposed to be full steel, famous, but you got two-tone. Like,
I like it.
I like it. I like it. So then,
But sometimes it's very weird because your life is out there on this social influence, right? People have a tendency to also ask, like, actually, why you should get the normal.
yeah.
They impose their own values to you.
Yep. So that's why a lot of people are like, how do you justify all this? Make more money. As real as and humble as I can say lah. Like
Make more money in terms of the value of the watches.
know your active income. Your
So you have to make more money so you can support this.
yeah.
That's a great motivation to.
If not, this is like, if your house installment didn't pay your credit card payment on hold you still want to buy watches, no lah, yeah, something wrong with you lah.
But sadly, that seems to be the case now.
So and that's why I like had the initial. So I don't post as much like watches anymore. So a lot of new followers don't know this side of the story lah.
But it's just part of your, I wouldn't say your package lah. It's just part of what you
Yeah.
in the day lah.
But surprisingly, now I meet up a lot of people on the streets. Like yesterday, I was having coffee also. Hey, nice GMT Like, whoa.
Scary, right?
So but then like,
Scary, right?
oh no, then you told me to get the how. I was telling you how at this price. You told me was a good buy. Then I got it.
Or jialat, all this.
Oh, but then like they made money lah. Like 3 years ago. Then
Yeah.
Then like, ooh, okay.
When they make money, they don't make money, then you know they come after you, right? Like property, they ask for your advice, then suddenly
Yeah. That's why property I don't give like that kind of advice because there's this element of staying in it, and it's a 35-year loan lah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you buy a relationship lah.
And this one is you mistake a bit, you lose 10-20%.
Installment 2 years max lah, is it? I don't know.
So yeah, that is the watch part of conversations right now is like almost 1-to-1 with property whenever I meet people live.
Because you talk about life investment as
Yeah. Every time I go on stage, we talk about property. Let's say Subang Jaya, let's say Sentoh, let's say Gombak, wherever. Come down, what do you think of this piece? I got this. Then like,
It comes together lah.
Oh, and then like,
it's time for you to start the
no lah, no.
Mywatchkaki.
I worry that will be a distraction away from the main channel. So like maybe like, I told him like last time was 50,000 but achieve it too fast Then like
Good,
if it's 100,000, then see because that's still the main business income. If it's like,
So you don't want to dilute that lah.
I don't think it's time yet. I don't think like if I were to start a channel, then this becomes like obligation to the audience, right? Like I like something, like I need to justify why I like. And suddenly it becomes the whole analytical format of why I.
Then it takes away the love for.
Then this is not a hobby anymore. Like.
Yeah. Like this is for him to escape away.
I don't want people to know that only you all can see all this one.
But you don't have to talk about your own watches.
Yes and no, but if it's other people's watches, like you loan me your lovely watch, right? Shit, this one. Okay. Give me money, I don't want. Then like how like yeah, also you get my point. Like you cannot be as much as yours. So a lot of people want to do watch create channels, content and all, right? For the sake of attention.
Or to show their own collection.
Yeah, but I think like watch
That's stupid, way. How long can you do that?
Not one, I tell you.
then a lot of people like want to be known as the watch guy. But real watch guy don't want to be known at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? So that's like, are you guys doing it for the wrong reasons? And then the people without any watch ownership experience at all, AD experience, whatever experience, then talk around like I'm the watch guy, which is very weird.
Yeah.
And
Ego lah. That one is
ego. So like such a fun thing, right? And this thing, like, regardless how much we all make in comparison or what profession, I don't even know what you guys do,
I also don't know how you do, man.
and just when it comes together, right? Because we are friends because of this. It's crazy. It's kind of level of enthusiasm, and that's why I find it very. I don't want to. It's a bit weird, but to keep the purity of it. If I start a channel about it, then I'll think of, okay, what is the hot piece that will generate more leads, will generate more views, will generate this one. So this piece, you're able to crack it, then it will look better. Then it becomes all business media trying to.
You see, we don't have that problem. Because nobody watches our channel and we don't care. So
Just whack only.
That's why we cycle you to bring your Rolex so you can put more lists in Soya food.
No, with his name also. Completion neutral rate, at least your initial click is high.
What's the highest view channel video right now?
for our channel,
Next
one,
next Cartier.
I think
The average 5 views. Next one's 8.
Yeah.
3 more views than what?
that one we got about. We managed to get 1 new subscriber.
The time and motion is doing well also.
Nick himself subscribed. That's like,
Exactly.
Never mind. I think.
but this is a challenge for people that want to make it for money. But going back to our point, we're just doing it also for the fun. Just to get. I mean, a lot of times this is coffee chat, right? If the camera is not here, this would be a normal some cafe somewhere, just normal talk sing song. Whereas now
the only person who is not fun to is he lah, right? He has to edit and
Like, like
sorry.
as long as the kids are asleep.
Now got AI already.
yeah.
Now AI is editing.
Why also listen to podcast and then edit video at the same time?
Oh yeah, I think.
For editing.
Yeah.
I saw
Visual. Oh really?
I saw some is the AI can help you cut out.
Yeah. So like especially it's like single cam and all, it's very easy. Multiple cam still working on it. Single cam is almost there already. 90%.
So they cut out all the pauses and all the dates.
Yeah, all the or no more.
Wow, really?
So it's like just trimming.
That's still very busy to learn.
I don't know whether they sell a subscription money to it, but my guy is doing it
So what's the advice you give people? Like for instance, you meet somebody at a property talk, whatever, and somebody comes up to you and says, "Oh, Sean, I'm in love with you. I want to marry you." Okay, after you put all that aside, and then he or she asks you, "Anyway, I want to think about buying my first watch." What's your advice?
What's the budget? If you want to think about capital appreciation on it, forget about it. If you think,
Really cry.
if you think like your budget is 5,000, right? Let's be real You just put it in Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? It will make you way more. Anytime in like pretty confident with it. But if you like want to celebrate, like or it's a motivation to work harder and all, right? Just get a Seiko first.
Yeah, calm down. Let's get a real.
Get a G-Shock, get a Casio first. If not, like you keep playing all the micro brand, burning money for no reason before you have wealth, right? Don't even start.
But I think newcomers don't buy micro brands.
Yeah.
Yeah, micro brand buyers are
Hobbies.
more seasoned hobbyists.
They run out of money to buy new stuff. Spend cheaper.
Yeah. So I think my advice is to not get into it until your life is sorted out first.
Right. So if somebody says, I got 50K I can put into my first watch, would you still tell them buy the Seiko and put the rest into Ethereum and Bitcoin and all that?
Pay your loan first with the remaining money.
Yeah. So like if you have 4 or 5 properties already, okay lah, now let's talk lah.
Yeah.
If not, right, you cannot take day off anytime you want. You cannot buy any. So yesterday, there was a watch connected me to one of the biggest investor group in Singapore because of watches. Oh, he's a watch guy. I need to talk to him. Then because of watch, we click, right? The whole UK trip, we talk about watches for 7 days.
And it's all being fun, or you eat here.
But then, but when we talked about watches, so he said something very quite cool lah. When you look into the menu, do you look in the left hand side first, or do you look at the right hand side? So it's like, do you look at the things you like, or do you look at things like whether you can afford or not?
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Then like, if you are still at the stage of life where you're still looking at the right first, don't enjoy too much of this lah. When you look into, I really want to eat whatever I like lah. I don't care how much is it or whatever ma, right? So until that state of life that I think you deserve.
Okay lah, I'm quitting the hobby.
Last episode already.
But anything beyond that, right? Then I think it's people burning if this is not worth active income on it, to me, I think it's not worth working 25 days a month, getting scolded at, yelled at, right, for a thing that tells you time. I don't think it's worth lah. So until you figure out where your passion, I'm very lucky where my passion becomes my career.
Yep.
And like, today, I'm supposed to be in a marathon shoot right now. So like yesterday, holiday also I shoot. The day before I shoot. So I'm shooting every day. Tomorrow I have a talk. I need to go a haircut and do a hairdo whatsoever, right? But I'm here talking about watches,
That's WK.
and that's how much I like talking about watches. The talk, that one can wait one lah.
Just so many in the market now.
So
5513 go or not?
So because of that, right, that's the stage that where I'm in, where that's not for money anymore. But until you buy a UK property, then money becomes a concern again.
Yeah.
So now buying watches is not something you have to like fund for.
No need.
Alright.
So like you want it, like you got stock. It's whether I want to buy or not. But because the properties I will buy all self-sustained. So all got rental, all got enough sufficient renovation fees or whatsoever. So all of that are covered. Then on top of that, there's this layer of insurance. Anything happen to me, this entire portfolio belongs to my wife. So they are covered for. I think like if my kid is not too much of a spender, can cover
Passwords?
can pass through lah, right? Because of that, that's why like the only thing I enjoy is this. Nothing else. Like if I go around, I was carrying this whole bag, right? And I dropped the bag in the salon. I was waiting. Nobody want to cut my hair.
They said, you want to buy try and find for it.
Then the whole bag of watches, right, was in the bag.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought that was a work bag. Then he started taking out the whole watch winder. You didn't see the start. With all the watches, I thought it was his working bag.
Oh, this was inside. Then like, then all the people like, why you worry you get robbed? Look at me lah.
It's how you carry yourself, right?
Yeah.
You can wear a batik freely, but if you carry yourself with confidence, nobody realize that you're wearing a batik.
Yeah.
If you go gym, scared what?
Wow, go gym, no you die. Yeah, so that's why I think I will encourage young people to not get into it yet. If it's a marriage piece, if it's if you want to go for wedding pieces, right, just go get a watch. It's way better than getting a ring. In my opinion.
Agree.
Monetary wise, sentimental value wise.
Yeah.
Unless the watch is confirm make money one.
That one must buy.
That one must buy lah. That one lah.
If you
That's the exception lah.
Better you ask your father-in-law, your in-laws to buy, even better.
yeah. So
Which I've seen it a few times in Hourglass.
But in your case, the in-law take your watch out.
Very sad. It's the reverse.
yeah, so I was broke when my wife and I was going to get married. So the culture shock then is like, oh, getting married, so mommy buy you something lah, buy her something lah. So they got her a Rolex watch. Then I dare not walk in. That time I really dare not walk in. I think I had like $50 in my saving account in it.
Power.
By the time I got a portfolio of property already lah, but every month I need to pay them lah. So like, no way in hell I'm going to get one. Like, siao meh. Then I funded the whole wedding on my own. Then everything happened then quick. Then coming back, how do I get a piece? Oh, there's the invoice that my wife's receipt and got the number. I call the same person. I text the fella, hey, are you a Rolex salesman? Hey, are you Sean? The YouTuber guy? Yeah. Come now.
Got discount.
Then that's why we chat each other. Then, we all know like the whole boutique know that you are into watches.
Wait, so that's this one. Yeah?
That's this one.
That's the start.
Okay.
That's
You
how.
found back your wife's invoice number to the same DD.
No, there was a sales number there. I called, like, you go Rolex, I don't know where to call one. Like, I didn't even know like how many ADs, what's the distributor.
Yeah,
like,
nobody know. People thought all Rolex is Rolex like all owned by different.
yeah, all owned by different companies. So like, then I go. Then like within like 4 months, I got this, and I didn't even know it was that rare. 4 months to get the piece that you just ordered. What? Or to me like, okay, man, right? Quite long, like. And I think because of the channel, then like that's why lah. So he enjoyed the channel. Then when I walk around, then everybody keep looking. Oh yeah, he's the guy that you see.
Yeah, because I think it was one of the developers which I would say where I mean the salesperson. I said like, don't know how we were talking then suddenly your name came up. Then he was also saying you're also a watch fella. Yeah, because I also noticed his watch. So nice Explorer whatever. Like, actually, I'm just kind of nice lah.
Why you don't like Explorer? Is it?
Oh, I like. But I just needed to get some information from him.
Oh.
Then he's not talking about you. So I mean, it's known lah.
Yeah. And there's something also like about watches. I like that you like my watch, but don't praise it in front of me. This kind of thing. Like, you watch them, like you feel like you. Right? Watch people like that one. No? I like people to know I'm wearing a very expensive one. Just pretend like you don't know. Then when people really don't know, then you get angry.
It's very strange, right?
Yeah, watch people are very strange.
See?
See?
Yeah, I remember you have mentioned before a couple of times, like you feel very weird and uncomfortable to be amongst all these grown men
Yeah.
obsessing over tiny little 1mm.
Yeah.
All that, right? Do you still feel that way? Because I'm that man.
Yeah.
Think about.
Yeah. So
It's just trying to pick up an old fight.
Like, let's sort this out now.
yeah, I still think so.
Yeah?
I still think so.
It's damn weird lah.
Okay, so this happens multiple times. Like you go into multiple cafes during the weekends, right? Then you see a bunch of dudes.
Hey, not me,
Then like, whoa, gila. Then you go and see like, what is this? But then like really like, then after that, then but of course then outside is all their Carreras and 911s lah, right? Then this carburetor you get from where? This one you get from source or things like. Men are so obsessed towards objects and mechanisms and all, right? So like, I find it very amusing. Everything, right, they can have this level of passion besides real estate.
Oh, I thought you said besides their wife. But besides real
No, I say. But like real estate, nobody goes to that detail, right? Like to me,
Like that lah.
This wall-to-wall width is like 4.2, I think, 4.8. So like, that's why this opening was so nice. Whatever the ceiling height is not as high, but because of the width, like all this ratio, dimension, and all, to me, I'm obsessed with it.
So it's the same way we are obsessed about luck width and outer lux and luck to luck measurement. and all that lah.
But I think it's fortunately I don't have as much time to go into as that, because I think I will be worse though. Your luck so badly designed, like it's not the worst thing in life. But when your watch is your life, then it means a lot.
But I mean, like everybody I know in any hobby lah, you know, whether they're into cars, whether they're into like, you know, they do handicraft or build furniture or whatever, they end up being obsessive one. And I think for you also, like property is kind of a hobby turned into a career, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you can be as obsessive about it as you can.
Yeah.
When other people can't.
Because you're passionate.
Yeah, because you got that passion.
I think without passion, then you lack the nuances, or you lack the ability to really go deep into the details. Because it's surface level anymore.
But also, I think like there are certain people, they may like something very much, but they won't obsess. You know, like my wife is one of them. There's a lot of things she loves, but she never get obsessive about it.
And the worst thing, they don't buy. I don't understand how, like, they're obsessed about it, they like it, but they can do only.
You know, like for instance, my circle of friends who go diving, right? I think only less than half are as obsessive about it as I am. The rest are like nothing lah, we just go on, like no big deal like that one. Then there'll be a few people who will be really obsessive about it. You know, gotta make sure equipment is right, and you know, you lock your dives. A lot of people don't even lock their dives anymore.
Yeah. So
So it's an obsession gene that we have in our collective.
So with the current collection now, I mean, if you were to reset it, would there be anything that you would have changed? Because I mean, this is something that you've been collecting for how long now? Actually, I've got to ask that question.
I think 3. I achieved like real money only like 3 years only. So I'm like, that's why
Pandemic year lah, 2020.
pandemic was my year lah. Then everybody, whoa, who is this guy on the internet? That's how I discovered, right? I wouldn't change anything. I think I would add more than minus some lah, because like this, I think I'm thinking of exiting this, because that's like I thought I would be so inclined to patina, like
We will sell it to you, bro.
then like wow, I was so obsessed, like I think I'm gonna love it, right? Because it was just like this piece, like old vintage, beat up. That's why I like it. But when I get this,
Boring,
like
no feel.
no matter how I wear, it's like,
It's funny, there's some watches like you want it for so long. And
yeah.
when you actually have it, 1-2 weeks later, fizzle out.
And then there was a routine that I put myself in where I wear one piece for a week at least.
I think we all be through that as well.
So like I go gym also wear the same piece.
Try to get most wear
Then
Then I go. Then like this one only, like immediately like cannot already, like need to. So that one gotta go, I think. Then like the pistachio one.
Brandon Ho, it has your name on it.
Yeah. If you look where the 6 o'clock below, Brandon Ho only.
T, Brandon Ho, T.
Yeah, I think that one. Then like this one I need to look at it in bracelet first.
Yeah, straps, yeah.
Oh yeah, in strap.
What's the luck with?
I don't know.
18.
Do you know?
I think 18.
18.
Looks like the 18.
It's either 18 or 16, right?
But this one will fit very well.
Yeah.
Then this one no lah. This one.
Yeah.
But when I go to talks, right, this kind of like with some weight on hand, right, not a lot like some gram only, right, but then it makes a difference. I mean, who a mic, but like when I go
In the good or bad way?
in a good way,
Oh, okay.
so like its presence.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the only, for me, I don't know a lot, but the Rolexes is the only one that get that heft when you wear it.
APs could have like the
Everyone get OP, waiting for Denson to pass me.
then like this one you forget that you wear a watch.
Yeah.
It's so comfortable you forget that you wear
So
a
when
watch.
you go on stage and do talks, is there a favorite? Yeah, that was my other.
The locally no, but because it was my first international talk, that's why I got this one in lah.
Oh, okay.
That was my first international talk lah. But then people listen to me like, same money. But yeah, but only you know, that's the beautiful thing, like only you know at that moment, right? When I was speaking, like, hey, that's something.
And it also gives you a little companionship. Because
Yeah. Then the whole day, and I now travel like a Singapore talk is like a day trip. First flight in, last flight out. And it's a routine, like I go JB, I go Penang, go everywhere else. It's first flight in, last flight out. Yeah,
I used to do that a lot as well. Hated it.
yeah.
Singapore, right? First flight in, last flight out. Oh, I really hate it. But don't want to stay because don't want to spend the money and don't want to waste half a day of the next day. Right?
Yeah.
when the flight delay, call.
Then that's why like, in those moments, then some audience will walk over then like, sorry to bother you, and guess what I was doing? Look at my watch.
Yes, you're bothering me. I'm admiring my watch.
This is my me time. What are you doing?
Yeah. So that is the
No, because you're so known, does it become scary? I mean, for me, when you talk about this, actually, I find it very scary. Like, people actually know my collection, people know what's on my wrist. At any given time,
I think
you're not somebody that's like small size or you just notice, right?
no because like I think it's pretty common like within the cycle that I'm like hang out around I think this is
They're all not.
everybody got way more.
Yeah.
Just that they don't know what pieces they got only. Like it's not as a thoughtful process. Like, oh, you got offer, I take lah. You got offer, I take lah. Cheap, I take lah. It's not as a thoughtful process. Like, so this is a cool thing. Like in real, after I know this hobby also, like in Puchong and in Bukit Jalil, when I have the kopi peng, Puchong kopi peng is 160. In Bukit Jalil is 190 to 250.
Okay.
One street only. Then the same coffee shop in Puchong Jaya, the Wantan Miso, got 0 Rolexes. In Bukit Jalil, right, any moment of morning, weekdays where you go in, right, there's like 6. Then like gold Daytona, okay, that's a 1165.
See, the strange part when you say that, the only time I saw this phenomena, like seeing so many Rolex, is when I went Section 17 Kai Fang. For some reason that day, like during that last period, I saw like 7 Rolexes. Like 7. I've never seen that many. Like,
and like this hobby allows to, like you see, oh, this is a rich man's place. Like yesterday I was having nasi lemak at Paprika, then like, oh, that's an AP. There's a pate there. Ooh, what's that?
that's not the logic, right?
For me, it becomes a very valuable indicator of the maturity of the population.
Makes sense as well.
Good. Any other questions?
No. Are we good with time?
Yeah, we always good because
you good with time?
Can't say because your time is more precious.
No lah, no.
Yeah, but it's quite a very interesting thought process on the overall collection.
Do you have any questions for us? Actually, we never ask our guests this question also. We just
Call me.
This is also advertisement. Which
why can't we WhatsApp everything down? Pistachio, we let you know. This one also we got buyers. So actually, a pistachio is free lah.
Yeah, but I think now is the to this piece, because of the bracelet got very loose, that it got borderline annoying.
Oh, this piece also got somebody want.
So that's why I got into a strap by Porsche palette. Like, you gotta come today. You come to Pavilion Mall today. I'm here after I meet up some the bosses. Then you come and then you fix me up with 2.
He only works next to Pavilion, in one of our buildings. So it's like stalling.
Yeah, because like you can meet up with him for lunch, right? Quite easily. Right?
Working in a building that our company owns. So it's just next to it.
So I'm like, you gotta come fix the I don't even know the prices. Then whatever, just come fix 2. Then I wear this. Then ever since now
Actually, I've never tried the.
Yeah, this is what first time I see the code with the.
But because it's utility driven, it's not aesthetic driven.
But the material is nice, very soft.
This is like he call it the single layered one. It's not the double layered one. I think he has a thicker one. He has a thicker one. It was a wild card. So now this one a bit too feminine, I think.
Feminine.
Okay, like a combo.
In fact, I was thinking of making a white strap for this one.
Wow.
Because I think it can work.
White. Wow.
Yeah, whitish, like.
But they go construction site habis.
So any watcher goes to construction site often.
Oh,
Dust.
oh.
Hardcore like.
Yeah, it's a very hardcore.
Then like when the lift where you go up the construction site, sometimes like bang and then the whole lift.
Yeah.
Your team lah.
Yeah, and then then like hit doors or whatever. And then like That's why it sure happened, right? Then when it happened, then why not?
Still shocked lah.
But like, only Cartiers I cannot. I think our baby Cartiers, if I get one
Yeah.
Okay, right? Okay to have watches that you baby and watches that you bang around. It's okay.
That's why I saw the I think it's the new one, the full rose gold Santos. I think.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about.
That's why it was at the boutique.
Correct. The skeleton one, right?
Yeah.
Very nice.
The one with the plain rotor.
Not but just a normal Santos skeleton. The whole thing is here. You were sitting beside the one with the stainless steel skeleton, but with the blue.
Yeah.
Why not allocated to you?
Hey, wait.
Digit and the one crazy.
Medium or large?
Medium.
Medium?
Very nice.
Now got skeleton cartos.
Medium.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I still cannot talk.
It's very nice.
So good why after this?
It's large. It's large.
Is it large? Actually, that one got very funny story one. The one.
I think skeleton got no medium.
I think so too.
I always ask, I always go there. I just pretend say, hey, can you take up the skeleton for me to try? I just ask for what. Always, forget one. Then I paiseh, I don't dare to ask the second time. Very nice.
I was there like I wanted to try it, but then like they were like,
We don't walk into the boutique, right?
no, it's got two couples were there trying.
Oh.
After she tried, I want to try. Then like I wait there, like chincha I wait outside. After I want to try, then after like, after like, you cannot buy one. Then I go and pull the trigger.
That's very nice. It's very loud and it's very
Yeah. Then under Cartier lights.
spotlight in. Maybe that one you baby.
I think that one will baby.
Yeah. They have one with the stainless steel with the green numerals, but they don't have it in Malaysia somehow. I've not seen it yet, but that one's very nice.
Yeah, so I think Cartiers I buy them like I cannot get my head into Grand Seiko because I passed by it so many times, tried it so many times.
Yeah, I want to let go for a very good price.
Now check it out and see how much you want to go.
This episode become advertisement.
No, because the transaction. Very short, all transaction. Don't waste my time. Let's do it.
Already found you a new watch, a buyer for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then it's
Strangely that, this is how the universe works.
Yeah,
If you met the fella yesterday, we just saw the Gom Q.
But it's a 39 It's like
White color is really nice.
Yeah, actually the way it sits on the wrist is quite nice. It's just a bit thick, but for you, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah. I tried it. By that time, like my kid was screaming, so cannot. Cool.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me watch Kakis.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
It's like I think because of my production, I know the mic is here, right?
It's okay, it's nonsense, but
Yeah, I keep tilting my audio this side.
Actually, when you go for so many podcasts, right?
that's why I know
Use individual mics. Are you very conscious about like you have to?
No, you don't care one.
That's why I say that's to say.
I think the difference is like whether you have headphones or not.
Is it?
So when you have headphones, you automatically adjust.
Actually, because
Perhaps you can hear.
that's why the one where what's the podcast name? The one where the Benford guy, the time type.
About I think time.
Initially they did individual mic. Then season 2 they changed to boom mic.
Right.
Yeah. So maybe that's.
But there are some also because the Malaysian ones on some of sneakers or this average ones. They all have individual now also, right? They sit on the sofa, then there's one mic here.
Individual, better lah, and it's cheaper. Boom mic is crazy lah. Because boom mic,
Wonder about effing time use a bootleg.
Quality good.
boom mic captures way more things Like I think in terms of conversation wise, right, this is good for conversation. Like, but then like on audio side, it's not as friendly lah.
Surprised, like this small thing captures quite a fair bit.
But I think if you get a condenser, but condenser captures even the fan,
Alright.
even the aircons. So that's the limitation of the technology lah. But to me, with the mic thing, then you have a barrier. That's why a lot of people complain when my own podcast, right? I cannot see your face. But like, my face not presentable
You
anyway.
can
So
mic it off to the side.
yeah lah. So I purposely So yeah lah, so I think this is great really, but what I would want is like maybe in terms of questions, right? Like audience, like genuinely like how to start, right? Then you can just like whatever that we cut out just now, like oh in terms of investment wise, yes. Anything if you cannot afford like a 30,000, 40,000, right? Don't even waste money, right? Whatever below that figure, screw yourself. But if it's sentimental value, celebration value, right? Then okay, it's all up to you lah. But these are the brands that I would suggest first to start your palette going before you go into. Then I think these answers, right, would help a lot of men. Your woman's justifying is very different.
Yeah.
So their question is very like this one. Nice or the blue. You know how much you know what? Just like my Seiko, you. Yeah. Then yeah, also
the Seiko lah.
so I think like with this kind of more, but it's too very open. Right? Open is fun, but just that when it's not targeted, right? It's then very hard for algorithm to help you guys also.
Yeah.
So if let's say like it got budget or resources, right? There are a lot of clips within all the episodes, right? There's like a 15 seconds golden moment. The shorts, and I see a lot. That's why I cannot listen to more of you guys because like my brain is like, oh that right. Why don't I just take one episode, I cut it out for you, I send to you, then like you will like then like suddenly it will be my job. I don't want.
Yeah, then I was very happy and I finally got somebody that raised because me and the WK.
That's why I'm so like now I'm training out a lot of people to do this. This is like my side, like kind of my side gig really. A lot of people come to me, hey, how do you upload so much on a weekly basis? But I think I'm just slacking. But yeah, I actually got time for this. Obviously, I'm just slacking.
Give chance lah to the other content creators.
So I see a lot of potential and actually, but the fact that this is so fun for you all, right? That's very envious of me
Oh,
to be in a position, right?
I'm envious of you. I am envious of allocation.
Yeah. So I think that's the benefit lah when you are famous.
But it's good.
Yeah.
Finally, use the famous word.
Yeah, only when it comes to allocation.
But yeah, thank you for the time.
Yeah,
thanks a lot.
Yeah, we really enjoy ourselves, right?
Thank you.
Now have to do B-roll.
We're gonna shoot some